Very warm welcome to everyone who are watching this video. Now this is a video on chemistry, the first lesson, chemical reactions and equations. So here in this chapter we are going to study about different types of chemical reactions and equations and their importance in SLC examination. Now first let me know what is balanced chemical equation. When the number of atoms of different elements on reactant side and the product side are equal, then it is considered to be balanced chemical equation. Why it is essential? So according to law of conservation of mass can neither be created nor be destroyed during chemical reaction. Hence, every equation should be balanced. It is must. Now let me know types of chemical reaction. The first one, chemical combination. What is chemical combination reaction? Reaction in which two or more reactants combine to form a single product is known as chemical combination. Here with the supportive equation, when magnesium metal reacts with oxygen, it results in magnesium oxide. So supportive image, you can see that a magnesium ribbon which is supported with the tongs burnt in a fire. So it results in the formation of magnesium oxide, which is a whitish powder collected in a watch glass beside to the Bunsen burner. And the other type of chemical reaction is decomposition reaction. A reaction in which a single reactant breaks down to form two or more products is known as chemical decomposition. The supportive equation is copper carbonate. When undergo decomposition, it results in the formation of copper oxide with the release of carbon dioxide. Let me know the difference between exothermic reaction and endothermic reaction. What is exothermic reaction? So in any reactions where the heat is evolved, then it is considered to be exothermic reaction. When calcium oxide quicklime reacts with the water, it converts into calcium hydroxide, that is slaked lime. With the supportive image, this is known as exothermic reaction. The other one is endothermic reaction. What is endothermic reaction? The reaction which occurs by absorption of heat is known as endothermic reaction. The supportive equation is calcium carbonate. When it undergo chemical reaction, it results in the formation of calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. So here the absorption of heat takes place. The other type of chemical reaction is displacement reaction. So what happens in this reaction? The more reactive element displaces less reactive element from its compound. The equation is when iron reacts with copper sulfate, it results in the formation of copper sulfate and copper get separated. Why it takes place? Iron is more reactive than the copper, hence the iron replaces the copper. This is known as displacement reaction. The other type of reaction is double displacement reaction. So in this, two or more different ions of a group of atoms in the reactant molecules, they get displaced, and this is known as displacement reaction. Equation is when barium chloride is reacted with the sodium sulfate, it results in the formation of barium sulfate with the formation of salt known as sodium chloride. So here the ions get displaced, hence it is known as double displacement reaction. And the next one is oxidation reaction. The process of addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen is known as oxidation. The example is when copper reacts with oxygen, it results in the formation of copper oxide. This is the oxidation reaction, addition of oxygen. And the next one is reduction reaction, where removal of oxygen or addition of hydrogen takes place, and when the copper oxide, when it is added with an hydrogen, it results in the formation of separation of copper and the formation of water, where the copper oxide is reduced to copper, and this is known as reduction reaction. And the next one is both the oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously. This type of reaction is known as redox reaction. And decomposition, usually three types: thermal decomposition, photo decomposition and electric decomposition. Let me know thermal decomposition. The reaction where the energy in the form of heat is used to undergo decomposition. That is sodium bicarbonate. When it is subjected to the heat, it results in the formation of sodium carbonate with the release of carbon dioxide and the formation of water. This is known as thermal decomposition. And next, with the help of photolight or light energy, the chemical reaction takes place, that is decomposition takes place in presence of sunlight, and that is known as photochemical decomposition. When silver chloride is subjected to the sunlight, silver metal is formed with the release of chlorine gas. And here with the supportive image, the white color silver chloride converts into gray silver metal because of photochemical decomposition. And next is decomposition in presence of electric energy. Decomposition in presence of electrical energy. Here the water in presence of electric current decomposes to form hydrogen gas and oxygen. There is a supportive image where you can find that oxygen is released at the anode and the hydrogen is released at the cathode. This is about the electrolysis. And all these three are the decomposition reactions. And very commonly we see that the metallic items are usually painted. Why it is so? So by applying the paint on iron articles, they can be prevented from corrosion. Hence painting is masked on the metals. So paint is not allowing the oxygen moisture content to come into the contact with the surface of the iron. So it prevents corrosion. So what is corrosion then? So the phenomenon in which the metals are slowly eaten away by the reaction of air, water, chemicals present in the atmosphere is known as corrosion. Example, the black coat on the copper, green coat on a silver articles, all these because of corrosion. There is another phenomenon known as rancidity. So this is slow oxidation of oil and fat present in the food materials, resulting in the change of smell or odor and the taste of the food items. This is known as rancidity. How we can prevent the rancidity? By keeping the food materials in airtight containers, by refrigerating the cooked food items, and some of the packed food like potato chips should be packed in presence of nitrogen gas, and by keeping the cooked food always covered, not to keep it with a direct contact in the air, and by adding the antioxidants like BHA, etc. Like this we can prevent the rancidity. One of the use of quicklime is it is used in manufacture of cement. The metals which undergo corrosion, that is iron, copper, silver, etc., these undergo corrosion. What is precautionary measure to be taken during the burning of magnesium in the laboratory? So when we burn the magnesium, it burns in a bright light which may affect the eyes. So we should use safety glasses in order to protect our eyes. So why do we store silver chloride in a dark colored bottles? So because as we know, silver chloride undergo photochemical decomposition in presence of direct sunlight. Hence it should be preserved under dark green bottles, because green bottles interrupt the path of the light. Hence it should be stored under dark colored bottles. So this is about the first chapter. Very important questions which will be asked in an SLC examination. So I request all the students to practice these questions. So it is very essential to learn all these things. So I am Jyoti Lakshmi and I am an assistant mistress, CBZ method. I am working in GGJC, Malur. Thank you.